Hello everyone, I'm Christine from Health Yourself. Now today I just wanted to chat to you about being healthy and also a little bit of menu planning. Now I know everyone's excuse is, oh my goodness, I'm too stressed right now, I don't have the time to focus on being healthy and it's really difficult to plan ahead. So I'm going to give you a few little tips right now that'll save you just a little bit of time, but it does take some planning. You know, being healthy, you don't just whip it up like that. You have to plan ahead. That has to be part of your new lifestyle when you want to embark on a health journey, and it's actually a great way to teach your whole family to eat well and to continue eating well. So one of the things I always tell my clients is you can absolutely make 3 times the amount when you make a smoothie. So if you're going to follow a recipe, you can use your big NutriBullet, you can blitz it up, and you can actually pop it all into glass containers. I use these wonderful glass jars from Console. You can use, just make the entire smoothie, all right? Triple your recipe, put them into your little glass containers. You don't have to freeze them. You can even just leave them in the fridge for 3 or 4 days and they will be absolutely fine. But if you really want to make a lot, then pre-make it and then pop it into a lovely glass jar. But then make sure that you only fill it to there, all right? And that will make sure that your glass doesn't explode, all right? And when you put it in the freezer, just do it with a very loose lid. Now these will save you a lot of time if you do it one Sunday. I always pick like a day when I'm not so busy. Preferably a Sunday, I'm a lot more chilled and a little bit more relaxed. And that's when it's good to just go and do your shopping on the Saturday. Say, okay, this week I need to boost my green intake, which is what everyone should be doing right now. And so I'm going to have an inflammation smoothie every single day for 5 days. Make 5 of them, freeze them, or just keep them in the fridge and they're already done. So there is no excuse about that breakfast. The other thing is making overnight oats or steel oats or whichever oats you prefer. Make it and then make a huge batch. So instead of just making a portion for you and your husband or just for yourself, make a bigger batch and then pop it into, again, little Tupperwares or little glass containers. So what I do is I'll make a huge batch, like I've got some here, my husband will get, and then I'll pop it into little containers for the kids during the week. So they'll just go to the fridge, open up, say, oh, I can grab some oats for breakfast, it's already done. And that will also last, 3 or 4 days in the fridge, no problem at all. All right, so make once and then double up. Then you don't have to think about it again. Breakfast is done, one meal that you don't have to think about. Then the other thing is if you're going to plan salads. Now, I don't know whether you're going to work or you're working from home, but whatever it is. So again, if you're going to have salads or warming salads right now or whatever it is, get again your Tupperwares or your glass containers, layer it up. Okay, so you always start with your heavy ingredients at the bottom, so your rices or your quinoa or your protein or whatever it may be, and then pile up until you get your lettuce on the top. Pre-make these, pop them into the fridge, and they will also last 3 or 4 days in the fridge. So if you don't, you can vary it up a little bit. So one day you can have it with chicken, one day it could be vegan with some falafels or something. But change it up all the time, or just have the same salad for lunch for 3-4 days in a row. If you're not too fussed about it, it will certainly save you time. So do it all on a Monday and it's done. The next thing is making things ahead, like date balls or energy bars or things like that. Those are great little snacks, okay? You can pop them into a Tupperware or you can individually put them out so that when someone's looking for a snack, they can basically go to the snack drawer or the fridge and just grab one healthy snack. Having it all portioned out is quite nice because then you know exactly how much you should be having and you don't just sit there with the whole jar and you'll end up finishing all the snacks in one session. Another thing for the family to make life a little bit easier, if you are making things like mince or soup or even a chicken stew or whatever, or curry. Also, double or triple the recipe. Freeze them into containers. This will save you so much time. So when you don't know what to cook, you've already got soup that's in the freezer. Soups freeze beautifully. Try not do too many greens in. I'm very funny with greens, like rather do add the greens later. So things like butternut and carrots and cauliflower and all of those things are wonderful and can be frozen beautifully. Just leave all the greens out and add them last minute. So freeze the stuff, and that will save you a lot of time, especially mince. I mean, I've got a huge pot where I cook like 6 batches of mince, and then I freeze it all up, and then once a week it's like mince and sweet potato or spaghetti bolognese or whatever it is. I'll just take out the batch of mince. So I'm only making it once a month. So think and plan ahead on things like that. Every Sunday, just put aside like an hour for pre-making things. Invest in a freezer. That's probably one of my best investments, is having a freezer. They're not expensive, and it will just save you so much time in the long run. You know, it is not too difficult to stay healthy at all times and look after your body and your family's health. It just does take a little bit of pre-planning. All right, well, that's it for me. I hope you did learn something from this. And also, if you want to join any of my programs and get wonderful advice all the time, then do jump on board. Anyway, take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye.